Tell Congressman George Holding to keep fighting for the middle-class tax cuts.
I'll put country over party to get things done.
In any election year, there's never a shortage of issues that divide. But one that is literally divisive is being talked about quite a bit on the trail this campaign season: redistricting.
Well, every state is divided into congressional districts, and what's somewhat unique about America is that the political parties and the party in charge in that state gets to draw those congressional districts.
And that's called gerrymandering, so named for Massachusetts Governor Elbridge Gerry, who in 1812 redrew a district near Boston in the shape of a salamander, thus a gerrymander. Incredibly, though the pronunciation has changed over 206 years, North Carolina State Professor Stephen Green says it still matters in 2018.
Republicans control so many states, they were able to use their redistricting power to give themselves an advantage in so many states, such that on a national level, for the Democrats to actually take a majority of the 218 congressional districts, they need to decisively beat Republicans by 5 or 6%.
14 states now have alternative redistricting commissions. Even former President Barack Obama is pushing the cause this year.
That's why I supported former Attorney General Eric Holder in starting the National Democratic Redistricting Committee. It's the first ever comprehensive strategy to make redistricting fairer.
And nowhere is that clearer than in North Carolina.
In North Carolina, there's been a number of lawsuits challenging the basis of the redistricting. In one case, the old districts were thrown out because they were seen to be an unconstitutional racial gerrymander.
This upsets a president hoping to hold on to a Republican Congress.
No, it's very unfair. You have an election in a little more than 60 days and they change the district on you?
Dallas Woodhouse is the Republican Party chair in North Carolina.
And what the Democrats want is the courts to relieve them of their geographic political problem, where their voters are highly concentrated in urban areas and are not as spread out as evenly and as efficiently as Republicans. And it should be their job to fix their political problems, not the courts.
In August, the Fourth Circuit Court ruled that the districts in North Carolina are in fact unconstitutional.
The courts found that it wasn't just a few districts that were drawn on partisan lines, it was every single one of them.
And while North Carolina Democrats have turned to the courts to resolve the matters of these districts that they claim have been drawn under cover of night, the GOP in this state sees it a very different way.
That partisan gerrymandering ruling we're dealing with out of the Fourth Circuit is ludicrous.
So for now, the battle lines remain drawn, even if the courts have ruled that the district maps need to be redrawn.